YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So we now have the D2 Evo completely finished. Must admit, really enjoyed building this. It's got a lot of really nice parts on it. We're going to be running with the rocket fan. We've got the Elite speed controller, or XR10 Pro Elite. We're running the Wtf Rc servo. We've got FlySky radio gear. So it's running one of the INR4 receivers, and we will be running on the FlySky Noble Pro transmitter. Not really had any issues putting this together. The diff can be a little bit weird. I find just don't tighten these four screws up all the way first. So get that sort of into position, get your diff in. Fasten it down, and then fasten these bolts down, then tighten these up, and it seems to work fine. I've not really got any issues with it. Not really sure if the stock suggested setting for these drive shafts going on the middle position. Not sure if that's the best way to build it, because I've got these droop screws fastened down quite a way here, and the drive shafts come very close to the end of the topset cups, output cups. When you're running it, seems absolutely fine, but if that wheel were to get pulled down, if you flip the RC with them in medium position, it does look very close. But there is round about 2mm at the end, so if you brought them in a little, so use the outer longer position, don't think it'd bottom out when they're under full compression, which doesn't tend to happen a lot, but I still think you'd be safe on that. Yet to be seen. Unless it's a bad flip, I don't think they'll pop out. Just depends on how you've got your droop set. Wheels and tyres, we've gone for the staggered on front, cut staggered, and the cactus on the rear, and these are all yellows, I believe. Not had any real issues building any rest of it up. Motor fits nice and everything, plenty of room for electronics, servo's nice and easy to mount. I have put the two spacers that we had left on here just to bring this arm forward a bit, just to sort of line it up more. I like to try and keep that a bit straighter, but can't wait to give this one a test drive. And I've used from a Tamiya TT02 kit the little aerial mount that comes with it, with Tamiya kit, just so I can mount my antenna, because these receivers do have quite long antennas. The pinion I'm going with, I believe this is a 23 tooth, because I'm running a 5.5 turn motor in this. This is one of the X-ray ones. Little bit strange that they've not released a sway bar kit for it, and I know you can modify some of the others out there. Seems a bit of a confusing choice with this car, because it looks like the springs are set up for dirt, but the diff that comes with it is a geared one that tends to be more towards carpet. And it ain't got sway bars, which is more towards dirt. So you've like got dirt springs, lack of sway bars, but a carpet diff, which is a bit strange. But we'll have to see how it handles, and I'm sure as it goes on they'll release the sway bar kit for it. As I say, you can adapt some of the others what are out there for some other cars, but you're probably just as well waiting for the proper one to be released for it. I've seen quite a few people seem to be swapping the front arms out for the Team Associated Gullwing ones as well, but I've yet to drive this, so I don't know if we've got any inherent problems with these. They seem to fit fine, they're not binding up anywhere, seem to work nice and smooth, and the geometry looks right, but till we get it on a track and give it a good test, we're not going to know. But finally, this is what I went with for the body. Now this is the J Concepts one. I've got it fastened on just with Velcro. And if anybody's wondering what the crazy paint colour is, this is PS61, but I'm using one of the flip paints. Let's see if I can get you a number of that. PS47. So it's one of the flip paints and then PS61 over the top of it, or backing it. And then the weird striping that we've gone for all the way through it, that is just the Tamiya gunmetal. I think it's PS23. Not overly impressed with this body. It fits well, but basically where they'd vac formed it down here, it was that thin that the paint come through it. Not sure if this is usual for a J Concepts body. The wings are absolutely solid. Really impressed with them. I would get some bigger buttons for the top of these, because I don't think this wing's going to last long with these two little washers and little button head screws. But you can get the bigger washers. I'm going to have a look for some of them before I run it, if I can get some. But yeah, if you'll have to hit me up in comments if this is the usual quality of the J Concepts. It's like okay at this side were really thin, but I could do it extra air hole for motor, so I'm not too bothered about it. But as you see, I've had to cut it out because there was just nothing there. It were really weak. Well, it had actually got holes in it, but it does seem to fit nice, and it's definitely a bit of a different design to what I usually go with for these cars. But it looks a bit funky, and it should be nice and bright to see on track, and I thought the sort of burnt orangey colour goes well with black and the orange anodised bits. But thanks again for watching Wtf Rc Cars. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share to friends and family, and I'll catch you guys again in the next one.